Alright everyone, so in today's video I'll be looking at top 5 must-haves that you must have in when starting your team. Like, you cannot afford to not pick these players. These players must be in your team. If not, then it's basically gone bad for your team now. These 5 players you must have in your team. Like, they are proper must-haves. Okay, they're in order. So number 5, he's a must-have, but it's possible that you can go out of him, but still a must-have. And the number one is you have to lock him in. Like, there's no way you can't lock him in unless you're like massively brave and you're just trying to go for something different, which usually doesn't work well in history. But number 1, it's a must-have. So let's just get straight into my top 5 list. So number 5, this should be a quick video. So number 5, we got Matthew Rowe. We've seen what happened with Sam Walsh. Obviously, he's probably not gonna. We're not gonna see another rookie like Sam Walsh, but we've seen it. What the first draft pick can do, and he pretty much looks the same. Like, we've seen his averages in Attack Cup and the Draft League is number 1, and there's no doubt that his job security will be perfect. He should be playing for Gold Coast. They've literally got no one in the midfield, and yeah, so Matthew Rowe should be playing midfield or wing. It doesn't matter. And yeah, so if he's named from round 1, which 99%, then you just pick him in. Number 4, we got Lockie Whitfield. Now, I was gonna put him higher, but I saw his price and it's really expensive. But still, I say he's a must-have. We've seen the forward primos. There's not much to look about, and yeah, you just can't afford with Lockie Whitfield. Like, he was like, without the injuries from last year, he probably would have averaged around like 120, but. Hopefully he's good to go, gets good full preseason, and he gets ready, because yeah, he's a forward, so definitely pick him in. Number 3, we got Marley and Pickett. Now, we saw in the grand final, he played predominantly midfield, and it definitely helped. 80 points, I think, around that point start, and in the grand final too. For a first player, that's pretty good. So he definitely should be named. And if he's named, then lock him in. He'll be playing midfield, and yeah, I'm sure all these players, like 50% of AFL fantasy coaches will own them. So if you don't own them, then you could be hurt if they're doing good. So that's what a must-have is. Next week, number 2, we got Sam Doherty. Now, it's just a must-have. Like, we've seen what did in 2017. He was crazy, and yeah, he should be going back to that +6 role. Just running around and getting the +6s. And yeah, he's the captain or vice captain with Patrick Cripps. So yeah, he'll be taking more responsibility, which is good things. And yeah, so he's a must-have once again. And definitely we have to take into account the price discount. The price is crazy. He's like at like 80, so he's going to definitely do at least 100. So yeah, lock him in. And now number 1, we got none other than we'll just call him the pig. One of the 4th of the pig, Tom Mitchell. Now, this is interesting because I've seen a report saying that he's not actually ready. He might not even be ready for round 1. Obviously, he's coming off a broken leg, but his price is really low, and if he plays round 1, you just gotta lock him in. At that price, there's going to be so much coaches picking him, and if he does crazy stuff, once again, like getting like 40, 50 disposals, that's gonna hurt you massively. So I suggest if he plays round 1, then he's the number 1 must-have in fantasy. So yeah, that's my top 5, and you may have noticed I didn't put Brody Ghani in there. That is due to his price. His price is really big, 900k, and there are other options like Max Gorn, that could be an R1, or what's his name? I forgot his name. Oh yeah, Sam Jacobs. Oh, he's not really, but still, I'm not putting Brody Ghani in the must-haves because his price is crazy. And yeah, and I think Collie would have recruited another ruckman from another place. I can't remember, but yeah, I'll just say he's still just out of the must-haves. But yeah, that's basically it for the video. I hope you liked it and subscribed, and yeah, I hope to see you next one. Leave down in the comments below the other must-haves that I should have included, but that's the top 5, and yeah, I hope to see you next one. Peace.